bro.
Why? You're not in a good mood, Forehead? What's going on, man?
What's up?
Where's you're not in a good mood?
No, I'm in a good mood.
Are you sure you're in a good mood?
Fred, I think it's time. It's been a good run and we fuck with you, but I think we're gonna have to let you go.
We've traded you out to Civ Gang. We're getting Eugene.
Eugene. Yeah. You know it's true because we said it in sync.
All right.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna need you to pack your dusty fucking bed and
I'll
all
be
those
glad to.
cigarette
I'll be
buds
glad
and
to, you know
fucking
what I mean?
get the fuck out.
I'd be happy to do it.
I know we're bullshit. We're fucking obviously, but yeah. Shit. Who wants to take the floor? Y'all want me to?
Yeah, you got it.
All right, so for it, I think we need to have a serious conversation about this. Our botanist company. Actually, I can't talk right now, Salim. I'll call you back in a bit. All right, I'll sell you a lockpick in 5 minutes. All right, bye. Did you hear me?
I mean, motherfucker, I'm here. I mean, say what you gotta say.
There's a couple things, people want to change, aka me. I think we could go about a couple changes. Also, making it so we only sell 500 bags to people. That was your idea earlier, right?
All right.
Now limit them so we don't just sell 2,000 bags and they go to sleep and then boom, nobody's on the block with nothing to sell. That's a good idea. We should start changing that. Maybe starting to push for more cash. Maybe raising the price a little bit. That's debatable. It's not 100% guaranteed.
I mean, this is all you with this.
So
I'm just saying, like,
so what's this meeting about? Just a little maybes, or what's going on here?
We have to run it by you because this is your fucking thing, no?
Well, what are you running by me? You run this by me yesterday. We had a conversation about it, and I already spoke about this.
well, I think your biggest problem, what you're going to come into now is like, you're bringing more people in to sell, right?
Right. Well, yeah.
Okay.
None of them are yet
Okay,
selling.
yeah. But when they do start selling, you only have the weed supply.
Right.
The one weed supply. You see what I'm saying?
I know.
So we're bringing more people in to sell more weed with the same amount of weed being produced.
I know. I understand this, and I spoke to Julian like 2 days ago, and I told him, listen, for now we do with this, and then in a few days' time, I'm gonna tell you if I need more weed or not.
Okay, but so let's say we do need more, right? And how are we gonna solve that with the money stuff? If we can't pay for this weed, how can we pay for more weed?
I can pay for this weed if the money's not washed.
To me personally, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how it's not washed. The Bestie's house washes 120K a day.
I mean, I have 40K in wash money. I need to run in the thing. I just haven't run it.
Then why don't we run it? I literally asked you earlier. I was like, "You got any money to run?"
Yeah,
like,
but
"Nah, I only
that
got
was
7K."
That was before. The money was in the warehouse. I never picked it up.
I'm just saying, my house alone I wash 80K a day. Half the time, nothing's being used in there because my shit's most of the time washed. I'll let Peter and fucking Zuck and Poe use my shit.
But here's the thing, though. We're not sold out of the weed. It'd be very different if, like, we had zero.
Though.
We're not, though. There's 1,000 bags of weed in there. It'd be very different if there was no weed and then people wanted weed and then I was over here, like, not buying the rest of the weed, right?
It would have been sold out if he didn't limit them. You see what I'm saying?
Listen. We're gonna buy that weed. All we gotta do is wash the money. It's not that big of a deal.
I already bought it.
Okay, well, there you go. I'll pay you back.
It's already gone. I already sold it.
I think the problem is too though is that people like they buy like 1,000 off of you and then they just go to fucking sleep. And then people wake up to sell and then there's nothing to sell to them, you know? So like I know. I also know that you shouldn't have to fucking bounce back and forth between here and the fucking block to supply these idiots small amounts each time, you know. But we can help you with that too. Like Feature was willing to help with that. I can help you with that too. So
All right.
I think that problem should solve itself too. Like, well, now that we like put in like full grows in again too. We added 2 more plots to the thing. So we can get like 6,000 baggies a day if we do like a 13-hour shift each day, you know?
Okay.
Is that enough?
I mean, I don't know. It still depends on how much these new like. I have 2 new groups that are about to sell on our block, and if they actually pull through and sell on our block, depends how much they push. I can't tell you like, yeah, we need an exact amount of this because right now there's a lot of people I'm working on getting on our block, and I don't know I don't know how they're gonna like, you know, I don't know how they're gonna like how much they're gonna sell. I don't know how often they're gonna want to buy weed. So I can't really tell you like, yo, get me 5,000 more bags because I don't know.
Yeah. I know. It fluctuates and shit. But like, if we get like way more people in the block and shit, like I was talking to Ming that it might be worth getting like another property. It's even with the laundering shit too. It might be worth to get another property just for the washing machines too.
But
we
if
just-
we do another property for weed, it's going to take days, probably a week. I'm not going to sit in the basement nonstop anymore to get
the science is the fuck part.
science behind it done. So even if you do get people willing to sell that much, there's still going to be a delay. So it's one of those things where you kind of have to be ahead of the game on, because I've already invested $230,000 into what we have, not including the house itself, just purely the weed operation. We've gotten back just about that amount. So we're breaking even. If I'm going to take this money that I do have and flip it back into another house, like it can't, you know, there has to be some idea behind it on if it's going to be worth it or not.
Yeah, so I think right now, well, we sell the baggies for $20 a baggie, right? So we take 7, and then I guess you take the 13, and some of that is a gang, right?
What?
Say that again?
So the baggies that we're selling now, we sell for $20 a baggie, right, to the sellers?
Right.
Yeah, so 7 of the dollars from that is the money you pay us for the weed, and there's $13 per baggie that goes to the.
So you
gang,
want to take 700? 100?
What?
Wait,
No, what?
No, it's 700 per
I'm
100.
going
right?
off the current math.
Yeah, but no, but what I'm saying is, okay, what you don't understand is I sell the bricks in hundreds because that's the way we used to have it and I kept it, right?
I'm just breaking
So
it
what?
down.
But what I'm saying, yeah, but what I'm saying to you is, that would mean it's 700 for 100, right?
No,
What would it be then?
because a brick.
Brick is 28 bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, what I'm saying is, okay, we call bricks 100 with the sellers, okay? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. We call them 100 with the sellers.
What you
Okay,
guys call it?
so you say you want 7 a bag, right?
Oh, he said that's what they're
I'm
getting
just
right
going
now.
off
That, right now, we make
current
$7 a bag. You make $13 a bag before it
that's
goes to the
current
sellers.
math. What we're at
The
now.
gang makes 13, we make 7. That is how it breaks down, and that's fine. I never had an issue with that. Future brought something up yesterday, and I said, don't bring it up because it's going to cause bigger issues. I don't fucking care about the money. What I do care about is being able to take that and invest it into, if we need more, we need to know that we need more, and we need to be able to take that and go somewhere else with it. With not somewhere else like another gang, but another house. We need to expand, essentially.
If we were to expand, I'm just going off of that shit, you know, like how much money we should have for the house stuff. Because
Essentially, like what we've made is $7 times 35,000 is what we made. What you made is 13,000 times 35,000, which is about $450,000. That is the investment that you guys have from the weed operation.
I guess some of that's being spent on things though, right?
Which is fine. It's normal. That's what you guys do. I don't give a fuck. But what we're talking about is expansion at this point.
Okay.
So I don't know. Like I said, right now I don't think it's necessary. But when we get to a point where we need to have another property, we should prepare for that. You know, so it's not like we're in one of the situations again where we have to then suddenly, you know, like we're I think against the fucking wall financially. You know what I'm saying?
Can we just add more fucking plots to your house?
No, so
No, it's the
10
most you can
per
have is 10.
building. It's 10 per building, and we have 8 now, and I don't know if there's more room for 2 more. It's like kind of it's already crammed.
There's literally no more room for shit in their house. Now, unless you want them to live, like, sleep in the fucking plots.
I mean, you sleep in a
At that
fucking washing
point, that's
machine
not
in your
my
house,
house.
no?
I mean,
That's true. Like,
where the fuck do we like what? How many of us sleep here in this fucking roach infested, cigarette butt infested fucking bed?
I also think it's crazy that we're using the largest amount of space we have for the smallest space taking operation. We're fucking mining Bitcoin in a fucking $1 million fucking hotel lobby. You know, like it's such a large space and we're not using it for like something that requires space. I know the reason was the risk before with Fania being caught with the weed and it being in her name and shit, but that can be resolved. You know, just change the ownership whenever we can, and then change the locks.
Okay, I mean, we'll just keep it this basic. I mean, how many bags you said you can produce in a day? If you got the extra 2, all right?
Yeah. So if I do so 2 grows because it's 4,000 baggies a day, and if I do 3 grows, which is the
Okay,
full
well,
like
tell me
13 hours, that's 6,000.
Tell me what you guys are willing to go a day. That's what I'm saying.
If we need it, we can do 6K a day.
Yeah, but I'm not saying. Well, listen, I'm not asking you for what you can when you're full out working and you're fucking. You know, I'm asking.
Yeah.
Average is
What are you guys
4.
Consistent
comfortably
is
growing?
4K a day.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. Okay.
That's a consistent number. But like I said, if we need to, we could add another 2K on top of that. But it's like we're not gonna be consistently doing 13-hour days sitting in a fucking basement. You know?
Okay, I mean, no one's expecting that. That's why I asked you for like.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so you guys can produce
Why
4K.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna need more than 4K a day at this rate.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, I can always go to another grower. No, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, but you'll be paying double, if not more.
And then am I going to be giving you weed for 200 when they're charging 400?
Right, but I'm not paying their bills and for the new growers.
Are you paying mine? I've spent 230,000 and I gave you free weed for 4 days.
What did you spend 240,000 on?
Hold on, I'll give you the list. Okay. $25,000 for 2 grow setups. 20 heaters were $7,000. $35,000 in seeds just to get combinations right. 25,000 and 2 more grow setups. 75,000 in medium rack blueprints. Fertilizer is an ongoing. That's not even included. I just counted that once, which is just 3,000. 12,000 were 4 washing machines sent over here, I believe.
Yeah, that was
or
for
to the Besties house.
Shit. That's big content.
90,000 when you made me kick out my friends from my house, even though they could be helping us right now.
I made you kick out your friends.
20. Yeah, you guys told them that they had to leave. $22,000 for 2 more grow setups.
Okay. What we agreed upon was, I'm gonna replace. We're gonna replace the planters for you guys and the bills, right? That's what we agreed upon. No?
Yeah, but it hasn't come through yet. So they're
That
gonna break in a
came
couple
through.
days.
You didn't. There was nothing paid up front. I gave you free weed for 4 days, which was about $60,000, is what you told me. $15,000 a day in what I supplied.
That's more
So that
shit, too.
$60,000 paid for the wood to buy the racks that you gave us.
Okay. And did you
Yeah,
guys
the
not get
plan
the
was to
racks?
get the plan was to get 50 medium racks and then get
Yeah, but we paid for it.
power and all the plots.
You paid for
So
the
right
racks
now-
with weed. Weed is not money. Weed has to be sold, and the money has to be washed, and someone has to run the money. Weed is not money.
Yeah, but no sellers made money off that weed either, though. It all went straight back.
So
to
yeah,
the
but
thing,
yeah,
though.
but when you say we paid for those racks, you didn't pay for those racks. Yeah, you gave me weed, but then somebody
I
has to
gave
sell
you weed to sell to cash for cash to
but
pay for the racks.
Yes, like I said, somebody has to sell that weed, and somebody has to fucking wash the money in washing machines, and
But
somebody
that
has to
wasn't
run the money.
the deal was that you took the weed, sold that for clean cash.
And
You
I
talked
got
about that.
no issue with that. I mean, you're the one bringing it up, right? So
No, I don't have any. There's no issue. There's absolutely zero issue in this.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
that's
merely
the
stating.
200K.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's only bringing it up because that's what.
yeah, but the way she's bringing it up is like there's an issue. Like I don't know if no one else can sense it,
I've
but
said there's no issue. Money
I
is
mean,
not
I
a
don't know if
fucking
I'm
issue.
the only one that can sense it. Whether that's the way it's being brought up.
Well, her issue is that she hasn't been paid for other shit.
It's not. I don't care about being paid. What I'm asking, what we're talking about is expansion. If we're talking about expansion, that money has to come from somewhere, and the money hasn't came from anywhere yet. So how are we going to expand when there's no fucking money?
We haven't even agreed. We haven't agreed on no expansion yet. Like I don't even know. Like
we're just talking about it so we can be prepared for it.
Right. Okay. Well, we haven't like. But she's saying like we haven't like where's the money for this expansion? There's no expansion because we haven't even like agreed on the expansion. What expansion? I don't think buying another house is a good idea at all.
I think what we're talking about right now is you asked her like, "Oh, what expenses?" She was just naming off the expenses. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, now I get that, but like the thing is, right? Like, listen, the expense of you getting seeds and then finding out the science behind it. I mean, that's an expense on you. At the end of the day, like our expenses, us replacing you guys as planters, us paying for your bills. I feel like that's fair.
Yeah, but none of that's come through yet. The money
well,
that we put in was just
the
being
pitches
just
are about to break.
Okay, I get that, but like, what do you want to do? I mean, once you get the bill, I'll pay for it.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about, though.
And now you're saying go to another grower, which is fine. But I mean, I honestly, if you want to pay someone else $400, I would take $400 a brick over you paying the bills, because in that case, it's still going to be $50,000 more than what our bill's going to be. I've given you in 2 weeks 1,300 bricks, so 1,300 at $200 a brick. That's $260,000. That's a lot more than any power bill is going to be.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, you could be right.
I think the only reason
Anything
why
else?
shit is tense is because the last fucking time there was a talk, she was sent away and no one's ever reached out to her about anything since. So it just began being left in this.
I don't
gray
care about
area,
that. Like, we want to be
That's what I
strictly
do.
business. We can be strictly business. Like I said, that's clearly changed. I can invite I don't care. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is more and more and more. Well, what about what we've been doing, and how are we going to get more when we're already going nonstop?
All right. Anything else?
I want to bring up the Poe thing though, because I do feel for Poe. Because Poe was part of the future whole group in this house at the very beginning, right? And then the merger happened, and everyone got put into the gang, like Suck and RJ and everyone else. And because he wasn't around that week, he kind of missed the boat. And I feel bad because he was part of this shit, and he should have been part of it. And just because he wasn't around, and now he's not in the gang, and he's kind of like fucked out of the whole thing. So in my opinion, I feel like Poe should be part of the gang.
All right.
How do you feel about that, man?
Shit, though.
Awfully a little quiet.
I mean, you've all been talking about weed shit. That's not me, bro. I don't deal with weed shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I got my own little money running
bubble.
shit going on.
It's just not that simple anymore. You know what I mean? That's the
Why?
only answer I can give you. The poster.
Why not though?
Because it just isn't.
So what's different than the merger day and today?
The big difference is back then we weren't even a crew. We weren't established at all, and now we're an established crew. I run multiple operations. It's not the same thing. You can't just one day put somebody into the crew. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
But he was already part of
Yeah.
group before the merger.
Okay, but what I'm saying is like that happened. What he's done since? Like I like Poe, but I'm just saying it's not that simple anymore. Like even if I wanted him in the gang, it's not that simple. Like you have to speak to everyone in the crew. It takes time,
yeah,
you
I
know.
That's why I'm bringing it up. But he has done a lot though. I mean, he pushed like 100,000 in weed that he didn't get $1 for. All his money got stolen from this house. That's the whole drama about that shit.
No, I mean I
He's
agree.
been getting
I
kind
know.
of
I mean,
fucked, right?
we already had this meeting with Poe. I agree. He's been fucked.
I just don't think it's fair to him that he was part of this whole thing, and then he wasn't around that week when the merge happened. But now he like missed a boat. You know, I feel bad. And he should have been part of it from the beginning,
Wait, but what's he missed the boat on?
being part of the gang. He's now being told that he can't be part of it because I guess things are different now.
Can't be part of what?
The gang, the besties.
Or doesn't he hang out with everybody every day anyway?
Yeah, he does, but
Doesn't he just do everything with us anyway?
you telling me there's a meeting and Poe walks into the building, he's not being told to leave? It's a gang meeting. I thought we were gonna set lines going forward and boundaries and shit, right? So if Poe comes into a gang meeting, he can stay.
No, he can't. No, he's just not part of the gang.
There you go. So there is a difference between hanging around as a friend and being in a gang, right?
I mean, definitely is a difference. Yeah, I mean, I agree. But
Yeah, so I feel like Poe should be part of it. There's no reason why you shouldn't be, in my opinion. I mean, who am I, right? I'm just bringing it to light. You guys decide.
yeah, I mean, listen.
I just think it's
Even
not really
even
fair.
if I agree or disagree with you, right? Like I'm telling you, it's not that simple anymore. It's not like you just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. I don't, but I understand.
I mean, yeah, like I said, you have to speak to everybody, see what they think.
Yeah. All right. Well, whenever there's a bigger meeting, I guess with everybody, I do want to bring up the Poe thing because, in my opinion, he should be part of it. You know, I mean, I treat him like a bestie. You know what I'm saying? Whether he is or not.
I mean, y'all already know where I stand on this. I told Forehead a while back that I pretty much view him as a member, even though he's not, and I want him in the besties, and I give him special perks that only game members get. Like me personally, I get the weed for him that we get, not the sellers. I pay the price and I give it to him, so he doesn't pay as much as them. And he obviously lives here. He's trusted, and I let him use my shit to clean his money.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys already know where I stand, so. Again, Forehead is right. We do have to talk to everybody, but I think it wouldn't be too bad of an idea to bring it up to people and see what they think.
Yeah. I'm just bringing it up now because some of us are here. So if I'm not in part of a meeting or something in the future where it could be discussed, at least now people here can bring it up. You know, everyone's aware of it. That's really it, though. I don't know else I could talk about. So, the whole washing stuff. Do you
Yeah.
think there's still like a property needed for like more washing machines, or
Not right now, no.
okay,
Not now.
you just need some help with running shit, like money runners?
Yeah, just every now and then.
Has
Yo.
anyone tested to see if the warehouse can hold more than the
towards
houses?
the 6 months. Thank you so much.
I don't know.
Like I know
I'm
it
not really
can't because
sure.
the Buttcoin farm, right? But
Yeah, so
Washing machines?
as far as I know, I mean, for example, earlier I drove around Southside and I seen houses with fucking 5 solar panels. I was told that a house only have 3 solar panels. But that's I guess 5 now. So maybe they've changed. You know, maybe the fucking HOA have changed some things with housing limitations. So, I mean, 10 per plot makes sense. 10 plots per house. I mean, maybe warehouse holds more than 10. I don't know. But we gotta try it out though, because what else is the purpose behind buying a warehouse besides space, right? So we gotta try it out. Maybe it can hold more than 100 washing machines or more than 10 plots. I don't know.
I mean, I think that warehouse can be way more useful than it is now, but I mean, fuck, man. Like, just a bunch of dick riders, you know what I'm saying?
Also, do you get cops in these hours, Ming? You